Hi, next part of the teardown for the Soviet IFF transponder. Today this section, which is the transmitter, I believe. So there is a neat aluminium frame that will go to scrap because they did holes all over the place. So as you can see, it is missing parts here. It has been heavily tinkered. So here we have some motor drive for variable inductors. In this we have power vacuum tubes, ceramic of a ceramic kind. So I think we will try with this. We will start with this. I will probably need to do 2 parts for this video anyway, at least. So these are the most interesting parts in here. So maybe I keep the glass section as a paperweight, as it is quite neat. I believe this is brass, so at least it will have some scrap metal value. So what do we have in here? Aha! You have some pretty neat vacuum tubes of ceramic and metal kind. So these are great little items. GI25 is the model number. So you have in here the matching socket for it, as you can see. So we'll probably get the socket out of there, but it will be for later. It is just a socket holder. This. You can see the Humberton piece in here. Very regular for Soviet stuff. So now, so we have here the other side of the socket that leads to the stuff inside, variable capacitors, motorized capacitors, I believe. Now, so on this side you have 2 high voltage caps, matching diode. So I will be annoyed with this thing. The screws are covered with very hard coating. So I think I will need to Dremel them. I will see. So let's remove the caps. One. Oh, I need first to remove this. It is some kind of coax thing for the antenna output. Not sure what it does exactly, but it is a pen in the ass to remove. Okay. So it is in a very bad condition. The center conductor here is a shortcut to the shielding, so it was bad anyway. So single screw. It is quite well because the references of the capacitors are written on these little holders. But I think, yes, we have also this written in here, so it is not a problem. So they are 1.5 kilovolts, 0.25 microfarads, 10%, completely shielded with ceramic standoffs, so quite a nice device. Made in 1969, by the way. So second one here. problem with the coating on the screws. So it is the same one. Two capacitors that fix is good. Then here we have the high voltage rectifier. It is, I believe, selenium, a stack of selenium rectifiers. D1005A. So you can see here precision potentiometer with a dial. So let's remove it. You can see that the machining on the metal frame here is not the best. Oh, this is not the correct screw. This one. So here is the diode or rectifier. I have already a bunch of these ones. You can see the nice manufacturer logo here. Then this screw is holding the red mechanism on the other side, as is this one. And I believe one more here. Yes. So we have two coax connections with these two wires. Let's cut them anyway. And here, cut the wires, and here also, and one more here. So here we are for this thing. Overweight is a nice display piece. So we have nothing left in here. Just a transformer, some auxiliary stuff. I will rip it apart later off camera because it is not very interesting. So let's try to open this. We will see what we have here in here. I believe I will need that. Yes. Yes. One screw. Second one here. It is probably the first time they are removed in 1969, so not the easiest thing to do. You can see the nice motor logo on the motor here. So two screws are off. Just this one remaining. No. we are. And it does not come off. Completely not. By the way, this screws here seem to be. It's just because they are really old. It's all stuck in place. Now it is coming. So we have this part here is coming off. I have still something retaining in here, it seems. Yes. It seems. Smaller one. So it seems to be yes, this part is still maybe we have high frequency diode in this. Not sure. Let's remove this. Yes, it's good. Okay, then it should be okay by now. Yes. So what do we have? It is really weird. It seems which part can move in here? It seems it is the centerpiece. It is really RF Matrix. I don't guess how it works. I have to admit. There are screws here at the end, and this part should come off. Yes, no. It is really weird. Not sure what to do with it. I think it will need some brute force to take it apart. One more attempt with it. Yes, it's good. So we have a special screw. We have this part that comes at the like this at the end of the tube, and we have maybe this will come off. So there is a nut I have to remove at the end, but it is a special nut, so I will need to find the correct tools for doing it, and it will be off camera because it will take some time. I will just remove the second one here, or try to at least, and it will be all for today. Here we are. Really weird stuff. All this. Okay, second one, same thing as the first one. and this part is not coming either because of a special nut at the end. So I am pretty much stuck for now because I need to dig into my toolbox. Yes, so it seems these two parts are moving like this with this motor drive here. Really weird stuff. You can see some stamps here, quality stamps, and this is just steel for scrap. So thanks for watching, bye bye.